We are the Denim Dogs, defenders of the secrets of Camp Starry Knights. This is Starr, our fearless friend.
Oh, the stars!
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to us the day we held aloft magic meteorites and said, Constellation Transformation. We were infused with star power and became the Starry Knights. Together, we defend Camp Starry Knights from the forces. Together, we defend Camp Starry Knights from the evil forces of the mysterious Star Eater. Starry Knights is a tabletop role-playing actual play podcast run in the Soldier Loon system by Discami Games. You can help us in our mission. Just go to the Patreon or Ko-Fi linked in the show notes and become a booster of Bard Rock Network. Not only will you help us make the show, but you'll get access to booster awards like bonus content, roles on our booster bonus table, and seats at our community game nights. Now, on with the show.
Hello, and welcome to Starry Nights. I'm Ryogla, or Ry for short, and I will be your quote-unquote head counselor for our new Magical Girl-themed TTRPG campaign. We are using the Soldier Loon game system from Discami Games, which is a 4d6, a 2d6 system where you can go up to 4d6 if you get benefits or detriments, and your main stats are split into a mind, body, and soul, and we're going to be magical girls, so seeing as our adventure is going to be taking place in a camp setting, we're going to be on theme and do a little bit of an icebreaker in character. So let's start with Dami. Introduce yourself in your pronouns and give me 2 truths and a lie about your character.
Alright, hi. My name is Dami. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Annie Winchester. I live in an orphanage. I have shot an apple off someone's head with a bow. And sometimes I cook my own foraged meals instead of eating the ones at the mess.
What do you guys think? Which one do you think is the lie?
Don't think you shot an apple off anybody's head.
Got a regular William Tell over here.
Actually, the lie is that I live in an orphanage. I got adopted last year.
Hey, that's exciting. Congrats. Hey, I'm Liz, Fuzzy Slippers 05. I'm gonna be playing Penny. And for 2 truths and a lie, I once got bit by a shark. I have like this weird little birthmark that kind of looks like a dude running. And, I once got to pet a giraffe.
Oh, okay. I wonder which one is the lie.
It's impossible to know.
And a lie. I'm a very good liar.
What? No, I actually did pet a giraffe. My birthmark actually looks like balloons.
Balloons? Oh, so you've got a little cutie mark, huh?
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Hi, I'm Vivi or Vivesha, and I'm playing Lily Moore. I once read through a fire alarm and didn't even know it was going off. I like racing ATVs
I don't
at
think
my
pink
uncle's
is your
farm,
favorite color.
and pink is my favorite color.
What is your favorite
It's
color?
green.
Green, okay. Well, there's certainly going to be a lot of that at camp this year, so...
I think green is the better color, honestly.
It's closer to my favorite color, but... Alright, let's get adventuring. So... Camp Starry Knights is a sleepaway summer camp for older teenagers on Scenic Candlewood Lake in southern Connecticut. The lake is a man-made reservoir, and a lot of people from New York apparently have vacations homes out here, so we're just carving out a little chunk of area around this lake to be our campsite for this adventure. And as a result, there's like anything you would expect from like a major lake. Like, you got nice soft beaches, and then you got the backdrop of a nice deciduous forest behind you. And if you look off in the distance, you can see there's people riding on wakeboards. Every once in a while you might see somebody going on a parasail nearby. But you guys, your camp is just tucked away in a little corner of the lake where hopefully nobody's going to interrupt you. But the main way that people get to this camp when it's time for the camp to start its session is by a large bus. But if you have other methods of getting to camp, you can also do that. So how are your characters going to get to Camp Starry Knights in the first place?
I think Annie probably was dropped off by her new parents.
Alright, so parents drive you there. Are they particularly good at navigating? Because once you get off the main highway, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get signal reception out here. So, is there any difficulty?
I think there's probably quite a bit of difficulty. I think that they bit off more than they could chew. They were very excited to get Annie out here for a thing that she was excited for, but they did not realize how much of a hassle it was going to be. Annie probably ends up arriving a little late.
So, Annie is a little behind schedule due to the fact that her adopted parents are trying their best and having some struggle to get to where they need to be. Like, I can just imagine one parent's got MapQuest instructions printed out, but the instructions are from, like, back when MapQuest was actually still a thing people regularly use, so there's... so they're a little outdated.
Meanwhile, Annie, who is actually fairly decently good at navigation, is like, oh no, you gotta go, oh, you missed it. Just in the back seat.
Left, no, the other,
Alright then, who would like to say how they're getting to camp next?
I think Penny would show up on the bus. Nothing special. She is probably using, it's just a big green sack. If anybody is familiar with the military at all, you would recognize it as one of the, like, a military bag. But it's old, it's beat up, it's definitely second, possibly third hand.
Alright, so that's one for the bus.
and I think Lily's dad is probably driving her to camp in like a fancy souped up Range Rover with the newest sat nav that has never gotten mud on it before. But they do get there because the sat nav knows where to go.
Do they have navigation problems like Annie's family, or?
I think not, because her dad put a whole bunch of money into his fancy toys. So I'm thinking it's like super updated. It keeps connecting to satellites. It has like a 24/7 user chat thing where you just gotta press a button above your head, like on Starr or whatever that used to be, to get where you want to go.
Alright.
Like showing off.
So, judging by the sounds of things, with her fancy schmancy car, Lily's going to be the first one to show up. And then the bus would probably show up afterwards. And then, last but certainly not least, is poor Annie in her beat-up family car. So, at this point, there are just so many girls and boys at this camp chatting each other up, trying to make some quick friends before things start getting rolling. And, okay, so Lily is the first one there. And not long later, there's the second person to show up is also in a fancy schmancy car. And let's see. Out from this limousine that looks like it's seen better days, there is a blonde-haired girl who looks like she's never roughed it in her life. She's probably, if she's ever been outside, and she's been glamping, but seeing as she's the second one there, she immediately lays eyes on you and comes over and says, "Well, I thought I was going to be the first one here. After all, I'm always the first one to everything. And who might you be?"
And I'm thinking that while they pulled up, Lily would have clocked them, but then gotten distracted by something else. Like it took too long for them to stop and get out, whatever, trying to get that perfect parking spot. I'm guessing not to get, Missy's shoes dirty. So she's like, "Huh? Oh, hi. I'm Lily, and have you seen that there's already 6 kinds of butterflies around here?"
Who cares about butterflies? After all, they're going to get my outfit all dirty if they land on me with their stupid fluttery wings. My mother told me that butterflies, they just leave scales everywhere because their wings are so fragile. Ugh, disgusting.
So Lily will, I'm guessing she has an extra backpack on her back that's like big and it's full of all kinds of stuff, and she's just like shrugs off one thing, grabs out a pack of antibacterial wipes, hands it to the girl, and says, "You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Here."
What is this?
Those are antibacterial wipes, so you can wipe off the snottiness off your face, and then she'll walk off.
How rude. And yet she still snatches the wipe from you and she just runs off, as at this point other people are showing up to camp, and she's like, okay, maybe one of these people might end up being one of my lackeys instead. So she's like trying to pick out who's going to be in her posse, and you have definitely made yourself not part of the posse.
She's like, always the same kind of people. And then distracted by, I don't know, some plans or whatever other cool stuff is around.
Yes, so seeing as we have ourselves a summer camp meant for teenagers to get wild and wacky and just have fun out in the wilderness, you can see that there are multiple stations set up with, like, off in the distance you can see there's a roped off area for swimming. Out in the woods they have like a adventure course set up. They have a table for food for people who are probably very hungry coming off the bus. The bus hasn't quite arrived yet, but you can tell that all the people who are arriving first are getting their first choice of the snacks and other foods that are set up for all the campers. But there's also adults standing at the table to make sure everybody gets their fill and not too much of it. Because there's like, every once in a while there's somebody who's like taking way too many snacks and it's like, hey, save some for everybody else.
I'm thinking Lily will probably get some snacks, put them in her backpack, restash whatever is not already in there, and then she'll just like bounce from station to station, just checking everything out.
Alright, and with that, the bus, actually there's probably multiple buses, seeing as this is a decently sized camp. The bus will finally arrive and will let off Penny and the rest of the other people who were on there. So, Penny, while you were on the bus, seeing as the it is basically a school bus, and it's basically at max capacity. You were forced to sit next to somebody else on the bus, and for the most part, they're quiet and shy, but they jostled into you as they first sat down and were like, "Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit you with my bag."
No, it's okay. Hi, I'm Penny.
Oh, hi. My name is Catherine, but everybody just calls me Kitty.
Do you like being called Kitty, or, like, is that okay?
Yeah, I don't mind being called Kitty. After all, I kind of brought it up myself.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Sometimes you get a name, that other people give you, and it's really annoying, and, like, so my full name's Penelope, and my older brother calls me Envelope, and, like, I hate that name. It's the worst, so I like Penny better. But yeah, he's going to boot camp soon, like my dad.
Oh, so he's going to boot camp and you're going to summer camp.
Yeah, mine, I'm pretty sure, is more fun, because they're less likely to yell at you, I think? I don't know. I've never been to boot camp or summer camp before, so...
I really hope they don't yell at us. I'm not emotionally prepared for yelling.
No, I wouldn't like that either. He's the one who's gonna fuck people. The family legacy, military, blah. I'm not doing that. I think I want to be a writer, or an actor, or maybe study sharks. Have you been to this camp before? I've never been to this camp before. And Penelope just straight up this is a shy, quiet person who is stuck with Penelope for the next however long this drive is.
Oh yeah, she is just having interaction overload here. It's like, this was my mistake for bumping into her. I have just set off the trap.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so after talking poor Kitty's ear off for the longest time, you guys finally show up at camp, and it is at this point that you're let off and basically told to stay in the general area, not go too far away, because the opening ceremonies are going to start relatively soon. They don't expect too many more people to be filtering in after the bus arrived, after all. About 5 minutes later, you hear a tap 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 of a microphone, followed by yes. Someone who just verschlicked themselves a little too hard, and you hear, "Hello and welcome everybody to Camp Starry Knights. I am your camp administrator. My name is Darian Rose, and you may just call me Headmaster Darian. I will be in charge of making sure you all have a fabulous time at camp this year, especially considering this is the 60th anniversary of Camp Starry Knights. We were founded in 1966 after a absolutely fantastic meteor shower landed... Well, no, scratch that. After a fantastic meteor shower blessed our Candlewood Lake skies on a wonderful night back in 1966. So yes, the year is 2026. If people can't do the math, I guess I failed to mention that earlier, but he just goes on into a long spiel about the camp and the background, and he's like, he has this whole thing prepared. He's talking everybody's ear off. About halfway through, you can see that half the crowd just stopped paying attention and they're just sort of chatting to themselves. And it's basically at the end of this conversation when our final member of the team, Annie, shows up in her beat-up car.
Annie says, okay, thank you. And then she quickly darts out of the car, scoops up all of her stuff, and tries her best to blend into the crowd, not make it too obvious that she's just darted in.
Alright, so there is one boy who notices that Annie has arrived late. Like, he saw the car, heard the car door slam, and he's just like giving you the stink eye as you're coming into the main camp. And he, as soon as you try to settle in, he just sort of muscles his way over, and he's
There are two strange things about Annie that this boy would notice pretty quick. The first of those things is that Annie is breathing pretty heavily, despite the short dash over. The second of these things is that Annie is wearing like a jacket, despite the fact that it is summer.
So, noticing this interesting new character who joined late, the boy goes over and just sort of jostles into her, and he says, "Hey, did you wake up late?"
Hi, no, sorry, one second. My parents got lost on the way.
Looks like that's not the only thing that got lost, and he's just like giving you a look up and down, and he's like, "Well, the opening ceremonies are almost over, but..."
Oh no. Oh, that's a shame.
At this point, there's probably not too many snacks left for you, seeing as everybody else has had their fill.
Oh, that's okay. I can probably find some.
And it is at this point that somebody else takes over the megaphone, and in doing so, accidentally sets off the feedback, and everybody's ears just get blown out for a second by a loud screeching noise, and probably all need to cover your ears in order to not get absolutely blasted by the sudden noise. And it's at this point, the woman who took over, she first of all is like, "Oh, sorry about that. Hello, and once again, welcome to Camp Starry Knights. I am going to be assisting our headmaster. My name is Sally Ribbon, and I have your cabin assignments for this summer, and if you would all like to carefully and quietly, as much as you can, after all, it is exciting being at a new camp, get in a single file line, and we can sign you all in and make sure everybody's here and ready for our wonderful 60th anniversary celebration summer." So does everybody just quietly get into line?
I don't think Penny does anything
Trying
quietly.
to, but getting distracted. And trying again and getting distracted and ending up in the very, very back.
Annie is overly precautious due to being late, and so I think is very attentive to the line.
So everybody gets into a line, and the line is slowly but surely getting smaller and smaller, and you see as people are getting out of line, they are all being handed bandanas. So they are all different colors, and somebody roll mind for me. Just 2d6, and your numbers together are your score plus your mind points. And
Wow.
for the audience at home, if I don't mention there's a target score for people to get to. The target score usually is going to be a 12 unless otherwise specified, and that's usually going to be your average roll. So they roll 2d6 or two 6-sided die. They add up the numbers that are on the die, and they also add their mind score, and that will be the roll that they get. If they roll a 12, that's a success, or 12 or higher, and if they don't, that's a failure. So let's roll some bones.
I rolled a 12. Ow, cat.
In that case, actually, let's rephrase it. Everybody roll minds,
Oh, okay.
because you're all going to try to get to this conclusion on your own together, so...
Well, that's only an 11
separately.
for me.
Only an 11, so... Alright, so we got 1 fail and 2 successes. The 2 of you who succeed are able to easily figure out that these bandanas that are being given out, they correspond to the cabins that people are going to be staying in. The one of you who did not get a 12, you're just like, oh, that's a pretty nice accessory. I wonder if I'm gonna get one of my own. And let's see, I'm going to roll a d6 real fast. Right, so, give me 1 second to scroll up. Lily, you happen to be the one who, of the 3 of you, who is first in line, so the lady has a notepad that she's just flipping through on a clipboard, and she's like, name and age?
Lily Moore.
Lily Moore. And she's just like taking a hot minute. It's supposedly in alphabetical order, but apparently this lady is just completely disorganized, and it's taking way too long for her to find your name on the list. Ah, Lily Moore, here. Your cabin is Denim Dogs. So she gives you a dark blue bandana with what looks like a pretty scrappy looking, like a 3rd grader if they just randomly drew a dog. It's not meant to be like any specific breed, it's just a generic dog. But that's your bandana.
Okay, so, yeah, Lily will tie that to, like, her, word missing. Not like the handle, but you know, like, where you put your backpack on, just tie it to the side of it so she won't lose it.
Ah, okay. And she sees you going to tie it onto your bag, and she says, you know you're going to have to tie that to your person at some point, correct?
Yes, but I gotta wash that first. I don't want to have an allergy.
Right. Not sure where you're going to be able to do that, seeing as we don't exactly have a laundromat on the premises, but...
And she'll probably grab into the side of her backpack. There's a little zipper thing, and it's like, that is no worry. As long as I have a sink or a bucket, I have the little laundry thing, and I have the little squeezy thing, and yes, I will be fine. But thank you. Zip, zip, back.
The counselor just stares at you like, what the heck did I get myself into, before saying, right, next! And sometime later, Annie, you're the one who shows up at the front of the line next, so it's the same lady who's signed Lily in, and she says, she goes, next, and you're the one in line, and she's like, name?
Annie Winchester.
Annie Winchester. Again, she's like flipping through her clipboard. You begin to suspect maybe she was given these notes out of order because she's like,
because I'm not towards the back?
You're not towards the back. It's like she's flipping through and it's like, that's not the W's. Like, you could barely hear that muttered under her breath, and then she's like flipping through again, and it's like, here we are. Annie Winchester, your cabin is Denim Dogs, and she also gives you a dark blue bandana with a crudely drawn dog on it.
Okay, thank you.
Your cabin is in that direction, and she points off in the generic direction toward most of the other cabins, so not really that much of a help, but she's a little too busy to give you more specific instructions.
Annie ties the bandana around her neck and just kind of figures that she'll figure it out along the way.
And with that, that leaves Penny as the last of the three of you to get through the line. Name.
Hi. So I'm Penelope. I'm Penelope
Hello.
Santiago.
Penelope Santiago. And once again, she's flipping through her badly organized list of names. She tries to go to the back of the list again near the end and realizes, nope, that's not where the S's is, and she's just just takes a moment and she's like, where are the S's? Ah, here we are. Santiago, Penny, Penelope,
Yeah.
I assume. Alright, that means you are also in the Denim Dog's cabin, and you also get a dark blue bandana with a crudely drawn dog on it. Your cabin is in that direction. Next!
Oh, hey, miss, how many people are in our cabins?
Looks like this cabin's going to only be occupied by 2 other people. You'll probably meet your roommates when you're unpacking your stuff, so... Next!
Okay, thanks.
And you can see that there's just a bunch of these small cabins meant to house, like, 3 or 4 people, because apparently they want just small groups of intimate people, and it's meant to also be, like, one gender, so it's not like there's gonna be boys with boys and girls with girls. So at this point, you all have received your instructions vaguely on how to get to your cabin, and you have all been grouped together. So with that, you can finally head off to your cabin and introduce yourself to your cabin mates.
Is everybody, like, are most of the campers moving towards their cabins? Or is there a whole bunch of, like, milling around, kind of just sitting, hanging out? Or is everybody kind of moving with purpose?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who are quickly going toward their cabins, because a lot of them, they know they're going to be here for a while, and they have lots of bags and heavy stuff that they need to unload. But then there's other people who are they're looking for their cabin mates without actually going to their cabins and just sort of chatting them up, or they're even just chatting with other people who are in different other cabins, and they're just like, hey, what cabin did you get? Blah, 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 kind of conversations happening between them. So...
Fabulous.
Do you want to...
I would like to be a slight menace.
hit up...
Penny immediately ties her bandana around her head. And I assume there's at least 1 or 2 picnic tables around, since we were given snacks and other such things.
Oh yeah, there are picnic tables absolutely
Fabulous.
everywhere. There's also like a main mess hall where most of the seating is, but it's also meant to be like a campground, just a generic... Everybody can come here in the middle of summer with their RV kind of campground when this big camp isn't happening, so...
Penny immediately
there are definitely...
climbs up on one of the picnic tables, and starts just shouting for the other denim dogs. Hey guys! Hey! Is anybody still here? Denim dog, hey!
I'm actually going to ask you to roll Soul. 13 is a success. Despite the massive number of people around, you do actually manage to lock eyes onto one of your other campmates. You just see there you've got dark blue on their person, and you're like, hey, that's probably the same color as my bandana. Maybe I should go over and say hi. So it's at this point that, well, first of all, who wants to be the hapless victim in this circumstance of our dear friend coming over and immediately chatting you up?
Gimme.
Alright. In that case, we're going to Actually, before that, roll body for me real fast.
Me?
Yes, you.
Reasonable. I'm pretty bad at this.
I do. I don't know. No.
Certainly not.
Okay. Good. I'm glad. We're on the same wavelength.
So I did somehow manage to get a 12.
So as you're going through the crowd, somebody bumps into you, but through some miracle, you manage to not get jostled and fall prone to the ground, and you just get somebody saying, "Hey, watch it," as they're brushing by.
Sorry. Lily, bleh. Annie catches herself and, gets back to her feet, sort of brushes herself off, and then, looks around to try to relocate Penny, and then finish making her way over.
There are no further interruptions. You manage to not get jostled by any other excitable campers and finally make contact. So go ahead and say hi.
Hi. You said you were also a denim dog, I think?
Roommates! I'm Penny. And Penny just leaps down from the picnic bench.
Hi, I'm Annie. She is sort of standing there awkwardly, not really used to receiving this much.
But yeah, no, Penelope jumps down from the table, probably poorly.
Actually, roll body
Absolutely.
for me real fast. Let's see how bad
I have a
it is.
4 in body, so let's see how this goes. I actually rolled a 9, so plus 4, 13.
Alright, so that is a success. You managed to land squarely on your feet, jumping off of the table, and not managed to land funny, so you're able to expertly just run over to your new cabin mate without any
Woo!
difficulty.
Hey, I'm Penny. It's super nice to meet you. Did you know we only have 3 people in our cabin? Did you know that, this is my first time here? Have you been here before?
Yeah, my name's Annie. I've been here, hold on, is this all of our first year? Definitely? Or can I decide that?
You can decide on your own if you've been here before or if this is your first time.
I've been here a couple years before.
Oh, that's super cool. So is the lead counselor
Yeah.
always that weird, like the old guy? Because he said headmaster, and I'm definitely not British enough to have a headmaster. Come on, do you want to walk with me?
Oh yeah, don't worry about him. He's fine. Yeah, I can walk with you. We might have to take it a little slow though. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so the two of you continue walking to your cabin, where I assume our third member has gotten there on her own, or are you just hanging out in the crowd and trying to talk to other people or even just get more food if you really want?
Lily would have been picking up whatever map there is, probably in like a pamphlet or something. And
Oh yeah, there's definitely pamphlets that say where all the different activities take place in the camp. So.
And she would definitely be moving her way towards the cabin, but it would take her a while to get there because she will check out stuff and get distracted and mark things on the map for herself that she wants to go and look at, and she will probably be there last.
Alright, I'm actually going to ask you to roll mind for me so we can figure out how long it takes for you to actually navigate to your cabin, seeing as the cabins on the map, they aren't exactly marked in the most straightforward manner. It's like you have like a little list of, okay, these cabins are here, and you have to just kind of figure out which one of those cabins on that tiny little list is your cabin, and good luck.
Yeah. So I rolled a 5 and a 1 and plus a 4, so that's a 10.
A 10 is unfortunately a failure, so because of the obtuse directions and the fact that you're spending a little more time to get to your cabin than the others, you definitely show up later, and it's taking you a while to find the Denim Dog cabin. Because again, the instructions are obtuse, and it's not exactly... The head counselor definitely needs to update these instructions. You do eventually find your cabin, though, and your 2 cabin mates have already gotten there before you. Would you like to say hello?
Yes. She would probably, kind of bumble in, already some leaves in her hair from taking a detour and seeing if there's a shortcut between certain things that interest her. And she would, kind of plop through the door with, her big backpack and be like, "Hi," and wiggle her little bandana that's stuck to her backpack. "I'm Lily, and tell me that these are the denim dogs. Please do."
New roommate!
I can imagine you probably went into at least one other cabin saying, "Hi, denim dogs!" "No, get out," kind of thing. We're at full capacity, vamoose.
Yeah, this is Denim Dogs. I'm Annie.
Lily.
Hi, I'm Penny.
Hi,
Look at that. Lily, Penny, Annie.
Penny, you said it was just
I think
the 3
so.
of us, right?
The lady who was giving out the cabin assignments
Hey,
was kind of rude, honestly.
Yeah, don't mind her. She means well. She's just stressed,
Yeah, there's 1,000
She
of
also
us,
doesn't know her
so that
alphabet.
makes sense.
Jitters and all that.
No alphabet. She has no alphabet skills, but that's okay. Everybody has
Imagine.
something that's not, And Lily will take whatever cot or I don't know how it's set up is left behind, because the others left over basically, because the others already picked theirs, and she's just gonna flop
There
down.
actually is a 4th cot, but it's unoccupied. These cabins are meant to house 4 people, but your cabin just happens to only have 3 people.
Then she will drop her backpack on one and sit on the others, and she will actually prefer a bottom bunk if they are
So, who here wants to have a bottom bunk and who wants to have a top bunk? Do we all just
Annie
want bottom bunk, or...
Annie doesn't protest being thrust into the top bunk, but I think that the both of you notice that she gets a bit winded making the climb up to the top.
I was gonna say, if you all want a bottom bunk, you can always just do a rock, paper, scissors, or in this case, it would actually just be a contested roll.
I mean, the thing is, if I would get there last, and I would end up with the top bunk, because if the other 2 already picked, then the 2 bottom bunks would be full. So that's already
Yeah, fair enough.
because
That's fair.
because they would have already picked their bottom bunk. So she will, just here. Oh, there's only 3 of us. We're so lucky. And then just pick a top bunk and oh, so we can use the last bunk for storage. Cool. And just put her ginormous backpack up there. And
So, which 2 of you are going to be on the 1 bunk, and whose bunk above is going to be empty?
so I will be in the top bunk. Would you like me to just roll and say evens is Penny and unevens is Annie?
Sure, that sounds fine to me.
All right, that's a 5, so that's uneven.
Okay. So I've got you above my bunk, and Penny has the
Storage bunk.
the solo
Empty
bunk.
bunk above her.
Yeah.
And she will kind of probably look over the edge down and say, I'll try not to fart too much, but it depends on dinner.
You're fine. But yeah,
I may
no, last
require a
year-
body roll for that if dinner happens to be particularly questionable.
But yeah, no. Last year it was really crowded. It seems like we're a little thinner this year. I think I heard one group had 5 people, and they had to figure out where to have the extra one sleep.
Oh man, did they get a roll-out cot or a blow-up one? Oh man, those pop so
I don't know,
easily. You wake up flat on the floor in the morning and your back hurts? No. Yeah, we're lucky.
Yeah.
I-
So what do you two like? What do you do?
I like art, and I'm actually really happy that first girl, that queen bee girl I met first is not here. I was really afraid that I would end up with her just because Murphy's Law. But no, I like art, and okay, I kind of like everything, but art mostly. I just like learning and knowledge and looking at stuff and figuring stuff out.
Yeah, this is a good place for that. What about you, Penny?
Samesies. So I really like books, and I was part of your book committee at my school, and if you ask most of my family, I like to cause problems, and dogs are great, and beetles are really cool. Oh, and chameleons are great because their eyes are just super cool. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to college to be a herpetologist, which I think would be really fun, even though it's not a great for making money path. But it'd be pretty cool to study like lizards and stuff.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
Lily will probably pop out like at least 2 kind of lizards that she saw while she was lost. Clearly, she at least saw a
so
couple.
You just picking up the lizards along the way. I see.
I mean, she probably took like I don't know. Are we allowed to have our cell phones?
You are limited to the amount of time you're allowed on your cell phones. This is meant to be like a decompress from technology kind of thing, but it's like you are allowed like 1 hour of phone time.
Yeah. I'm thinking she probably has one of the kind of more old-timey digital cameras that they had in the early 2000s. Just, that don't have a lot of space, that don't have any smart stuff, whatever, that she brought to take pictures, and she'll probably look, maybe it even has one of these scrolling, clicking wheels on it that some of them had to pretend like they're real cameras, and it just makes the clicking sound when she clicks between the pictures. And it takes her a while to get from the butterflies and the plants and the sky and whatever to, oh, here, see, that was one of them, and
Yeah, that one.
I had a week last year that I really, really liked lizards, so
So that one's a wall lizard, and they're pretty common. And I think that one's a skink, which is definitely harder to find. Good catch. That's really cool.
Yeah, I those are awesome. I really like hiking, so maybe sometime we should all 3 of us go out and try to find some animals together. That'd be really fun.
Yeah, it will take me a while. I tend to get distracted, but yeah, we will definitely find so much cool stuff. And she probably has like a sketchbook-sized notebook for all kinds of tangents that she plops out of her backpack, and she writes down the names that Penny gave her of the lizard, and like a little bit of, so she remembers which picture it is.
It's at this moment that you hear the cabin door close with a slam, and it's immediately followed by a very deep sigh. What was that I heard about a stink?
Oh, no, please, no, please, no. She's hiding her face in her pillow.
You can see that there's a woman who's a little bit on the heavier set side, but she looks like she's probably in her mid-20s, and she has a blue denim headband around her neck, and she's like, my name is Catherine, but you can call me Katie. I am she's like looking at her watch. Right, I am your counselor for this cabin. Can I get your names real fast? Penny, Annie, and Lily. Right. Alright. I'm here to make sure you all don't get into trouble. You are mostly able to just run around and have fun, but we don't want you getting eaten by a wolf. That's gonna be real expensive if you do, after all.
Oh, are there wolves nearby? That's really cool. I know there's coyotes.
There's been reports of troubling activity around the area, and we just want to make sure everybody here at camp is safe.
Wolves would be pretty cool. I know there's bears. I know there's black bears. There might be like mountain lion stuff too, but wolves would be really interesting.
Yeah, just as long as they're not actually bothering us. Anyway,
Yeah. We won't pet them, I promise. At least we won't try to pet them. Don't touch the wildlife.
So, I was told we need to go off to one of our first activities for the session. Let's see, where's it on here? Yes.
Oh, we have a schedule? Could we get a copy
Yes,
of that to put it on the wall, please? Please?
Do I look like I have a photocopier with me?
No, but they probably gave you more than one copy, right? Unless it was the
She
same
just
lady from the front. Never.
Oh no, this is a different lady.
No,
the lady at...
She's thinking, unless the
yes.
person who gave out the copies is the ladies from the front, then no, there's probably no extra copies.
She's just like got a messy set of pamphlets in her hands, and she's like, "Here, I'll tack it on the wall for you."
Thank you very much. I lose track of time easily, and then I forget where I'm supposed to be.
Is it just a daily schedule, or is it...
Yeah, it's like a
the
daily
week or-
schedule, and it's like they're supposed to come in and swap out the schedule on a daily basis, because obviously the headmaster is just making shit up as he goes, so it's like,
By the
here,
seat of his
these are
pants.
the main activities for today.
Alright, so Lily will copy that down on a piece of like one of those long post-its, and it's probably like purple or something, and she will just write that down and fold it and like put it in her pocket.
Alright, according to the schedule, looks like you girls are going to be doing a map-making activity for your first session. So, lace up your hiking boots. It's gonna be a rough one.
Are we gonna get like the map and the pens, or do I need to bring my own?
Apparently, when we get to the station where this is set up to begin, you're gonna get paper there. So, paper and pencils.
She's gonna slyly grab like a little pouch of like Sharpies that are like black, red, blue. The basic one that you can buy in the store, and it's like in a little these pouches with the clicky thing to close them, and she'll just put it in her pocket, just like, because she's wearing like cargo pants with like deep pockets that are already kind of full, and probably like notebooks, whatever she found, and just puts that in there. Like, okay. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am?
Alright. Yes?
Were you filled in about my condition?
Your condition? She's looking at you like you have 3 heads. She was definitely not.
Okay. I've got a weak body. I get winded easy, so I might need to take breaks on the hike.
And she just takes a deep sigh. Of course I ended up with this cabin.
I can keep up though. I like it. I just need a second every so often.
Alright. But do note that we only have a limited amount of time to do this activity, so you can't take all day.
I won't, I promise.
Alright. If you're ready to go.
Lily packs some extra like honey packages and extra energy that she has like and puts them in her other pocket. Okay, yeah, we need energy, absolutely.
I'm sure they have Gatorades available.
Yeah, well, that is the bare minimum, absolutely. All right, let's go. Lily is already out the door impulsively, and she left her thing on her backpack. Absolutely, didn't even think about it. But I think she almost jingles a little because she has so much in her pockets.
Yeah, Penny 100% grabs a compass that, much like the bag, looks like it might have seen a world war. It looks old. Grabs that and a similar like canteen that looks like it has seen better days, and those better days might have been a decade or two ago.
Annie is a combination of well-prepared and traveling light. She is carrying pretty much her essentials to make the travel as easy as possible, but has everything that you definitely will need, like some snacks, some water, some survival gear, etc.
From the sounds of things, you guys are ready to go take a map-making hike, so your counselor leads you out of the cabin and takes you basically straight to the station where the map making, there's a older adult lady who's way more excited than your counselor, and she's like, "Hi, which cabin are you?"
Woof, woof.
"We're the denim dogs. Can we just have our instructions?" "Yes, denim dogs. Let's see." She definitely seemed a little more organized because she quickly is able to find you on her list and to check. It's like, "All right, here are your supplies." She basically gives you sheets of paper that look like they've seen better days at a glance, but on closer inspection you realize that they were just artificially colored to look like they're old-timey and ragged, but they are basically brand new.
So Lily will smell them and be like, "Oh yeah, they used all gray for this. This is such a cool technique to make it look old-timey."
Well, as you see on the map that I just gave you, we already marked where you're going to start, and you're going to end your adventure up here. And the other note on the map is what looks like basically a giant egg. It's just denotated by an egg on the map. It's like, that's a little surprise that you will discover at the very end of your adventure. So have fun and don't get lost. Do you have any questions for me before you get going?
About how long is the trek?
Probably should take you about an hour, but we did pencil you guys in for an hour and a half, so in case you need to stop or you get lost or something, there is time for you to get back on the trail and take a short break or anything like that. So, have fun!
Yeah, Lily is judging the sheep pencils for sure. Absolutely.
They're just basic number 2 pencils, like the kind you would find in a regular school.
Yeah, like probably
Nothing
like
too
the
special.
cheap kind that you can get at the Dollar Tree, or even the knockoff ones from Target. They're not what are they called, Chaturanga. They're not the good kind. They're not Faber-Castell. They're not, they're just the cheap ones that break when you sharpen them. It's just like, I am judging you hard, pencil. I am judging you.
They're definitely the kind of pencils that they haven't been colored with the artificial yellow.
Yeah.
They're like meant to be natural color because it's like meant to be the theme of, oh, you're out in nature kind of deal. So they're extra unfancy.
Man, they're probably also not the normal length. They're probably like what they call the golfer length, because they're like the short stubby ones, because if you're trying to use them and put them in your pocket, they can be like much longer than your hand. So they're probably even the shorter stubby ones, and her artsy soul is judging these even harder.
Oh yeah, just golf pencils, sure.
Oh, amazing. Great.
They don't want you guys making off with them and going home and being like, "Hey, Bobby, I got these really fancy pencils." No, they're just your average golf pencils without any kind of paint on them.
The cheapest.
Nothing fancy at all.
Yes. So she will, go over to the others. All right. Since we're doing this together, and I'm pretty good at art, would you like me to do this?
Sure. If you wanna
Alright,
be in charge
Go
You
for
gotta
it.
help me keep on track, because I will try and put stuff on here that nobody else cares about, so I need you guys to do that.
I make no promises, because it would be fun to have the secret map.
That also
Your
makes sense.
counselor's overhearing this and just raising an eyebrow like, what did I get myself into?
Maybe, you know what? We should definitely, while we're walking, make up our own little legend, and I can draw it on the side.
That'd be great.
That's a good idea.
And she probably has like one of these little travel round pouches of colored pencils, the ones that you like, that they're like all canvas, and you just roll them and tie them, and it's probably like the travel kit size colored pencils that you would take for a 5-year-old in the car to color with. And she's like, absolutely, we can make our own legend here. And Annie, do you need me to take your backpack?
Oh, I think I'm okay, but thanks.
Right, because I can absolutely do that. I might not look very strong, but I am tough.
Do you wanna... Could you take my water?
Absolutely, because she actually has not only the tough, but also the energized thing, because, she's, all over the place. So, yeah, she will probably just, hook that with the carabiner hack to her little... She probably has one of these water camelbacks, I don't know what they're called, underneath her backpack.
Like a canteen?
No, the little bags that runners have, or that water is, that where you have the little tube. Yeah, the camelback. So,
oh, yeah.
So underneath, and a smaller backpack than the big one she has with just what she thinks essentials.
Essentials, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Annie leans in and says, actually, if we're gonna do the whole secret map thing, should we have a separate legend on a different paper?
Oh yeah, we can absolutely
so
do
no
that.
So no one knows what the map actually has.
Little
on it,
moleskin. Yes, absolutely. That's yeah. We can absolutely do that. I can make us our own. That would be really fun to do when we have time tonight, because I actually do have some paper that has some better blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay. And I think with that, we probably get headed out.
Yep.
Unless there's anything else.
Probably already walking while we're still talking and making plans. And our poor camp counselor is like, oh my god, I got the nerds.
Yeah, the counselor's just like, oh gracious. She's like, why did I sign up to be a counselor this year? She's already regretting her decision. Who's actually making the map right now?
That would be Lily, since her talent is art.
Alright, then Lily, I want you to roll mind for me.
Alright.
And I'm actually going to up the difficulty a little bit. I would like you to roll a 13, because a lot of what you're going to see in this area is just trees, and more trees.
Okay.
And you're rolling mind to figure out a path through the trees that you're not going to get lost on. Yeah, if you have a relevant talent to what's going on, you would just add that to your roll.
Oh, just add the level. Okay.
Remind me, is there some sort of like a help action or a help out roll or something in this system?
Then I'm just gonna roll mine while you're looking that up, and we'll see if, the help will then... Alright, let's roll. This is the way. I will leave you in the yard in the rain if you don't roll what I like. That's an 11 on the dice, plus 2 from art. So that is 13.
Okay, so I would say if you have assistance, you could just have someone explain how they're assisting, and you would be able to get a minor edge, in which for the audience means you would roll 3 die, and you would take the highest of the 2 highest of the 3 die. So that's how I'm going to judge that. So you can have a minor edge if you have someone explain how they are assisting. So does anybody want to assist? And
yeah, I'll assist. I think that Annie's probably been through this area before, right? And probably has a bit of a sense for where we're going. And so I think that Annie can point out some of the interesting bits along the way, right? And, correct any deviations from the path that are on the map.
The basic dimensions, maybe, so that, she doesn't make it too small or too far, or, put something at the wrong angle or something like that.
So, with that, you have a minor edge, so you can roll 3 die and take the highest 2 of them.
Alright, so that is still a total of 13.
Alright, 13 is exactly what I asked for. So you are capable of making a pretty good map. However, you need to make sure that your counselor doesn't get your super special map.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I feel like that should be a contested role. The counselor's mind, maybe soul. I'm gonna say souls. Your soul versus hers.
I know I got the talent art. She also got speed reading, and she's energized. So I don't know if that would help at all. I don't know if I can get an edge because I'm so hyper-focused and, doing things fast, and maybe switching between books,
I feel like if you want a minor edge, you would have to have one of your fellow campers help distract.
I'll do the distract.
Oh, I can distract. Penny is distracting as hell.
Alright, so how are you distracting the counselor then?
So first, before we get to like true distraction, I'm gonna kind of lean over to Lily and be like, hey, if you put one paper under the map we gotta turn in, then if you just press a little harder, we'll have like the echo of the map on the bottom map, so that we don't actually have to draw it right now. We'll be able to draw it later, so it doesn't look like we got two maps.
Oh, we could do the thing where you shade it in with
like
the
that.
pencil.
So I will give that idea, and then so this counselor lady, because Penny's 18. This counselor lady is what, a year and a half, maybe 2 years older.
I think I said she's like
mid-20s. Okay.
Probably like 25. So she's like decent chunk older than you guys, and she's a bit heavier built, so like she obviously doesn't want to be here, so I'm gonna give her a relatively low soul score of 4, because obviously it's like this is soul sucking for her.
Cool. So I'm gonna go up, and even if we're not allowed to necessarily use our phones, I'm probably still have my phone. So I'm gonna be, oh, hey, her name was Kate, right? Katie?
Catherine?
Katie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Catherine, but short for
and 100%. Katie, you gotta tell me when, how did you get your hair like that? And I'm gonna just start with the very much girl's girl. How did you end up here? Like, when was the last time you went to get your hair done? I know this really great place. It's a little while away, but
I'm just imagining she just has natural hair and it's just put up in a ponytail. She's like, I didn't do anything special with my hair.
No,
What
but
are
you have really great
about?
cheekbones, and the way you have your hair pulled up is da-da-da-da-da, and like very much like talking her up, amping her up. And I'd be like, oh, and how old are you? Because my older brother's about to go to boot camp, and I've been trying to set him up for a while, and I'll pull out a picture of my older brother, and he is also a cutie. And I'd be like, when he comes, he should be able to come pick me up. He should be at a boot camp by then, blah, 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 blah. I'll introduce you guys. Like, straight up playing matchmaker, just kind of being a little over the top obnoxious about it. Like, there's her normal level of obnoxious, and then this is the please ignore the man behind the curtain.
Alright, so that is definitely distracting enough so that Lily is capable of getting a minor edge. So, your roll against hers, I rolled a 6 + 4, 10. What about you?
I'm supposed to roll? Lily is?
Yes.
Alright, what are we rolling
Roll
again? Soul?
Soul.
Right.
Soul versus soul here.
Soul
and
versus soul. This is the way.
You have to beat
Oh,
a 10.
that is 2 6s.
Oh, dang.
Plus a soul of 7.
Oh yeah, you blow this out of the water. She has no idea. She is so distracted by your...
Maybe she threw
Penny
in some
just
color
talking your
theory
ears off.
too. You're absolutely a winter.
I don't know, her undertone doesn't... maybe, but I feel like spring would be better. And just hamming it up.
Yeah, she has no idea what you girls are up to. Even though she definitely saw you guys talking earlier before you started, she's just not thinking about it at all. So yeah, even if I had rolled really well, a double 6 would be an automatic success.
That just means, the rest of the day it's gonna be shitty rolls. But this is like, ha.
But we've got our map.
Oh,
so hey, we'll take it.
Yes.
Indeed. You have your fancy map, and your counselor has no idea that you have it, so you continue through the woods. Somebody else roll mind for me real fast. Somebody who's not the map maker, I mean.
Penny, what's Penny's mind? Oh yeah, you should do it.
12. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Like I said, if I don't specify, the number to beat is 12, so... And getting that exact number is considered beating it, so yes, that is a success. As you guys are going through and making your way up the mountain into the wooded area, off in the distance, you notice that there is a large rock up on the top of the hill. You can see that there's like a path that's... If you've heard of Desire Path, it's like where people tend to walk when it's like not a path that's set in stone. So many campers over the years have done this, and they have just worn down a path to get up the mountain without going straight up to it, like a gentle incline up, back and forth, instead of just at a 45-degree angle. So as a result, you girls are able to go up that path and get up to the giant rock that is standing before you. Do you have anything to say about this interesting discovery?
Well, definitely taking a picture of it, and maybe asking Catherine to take a picture of the group, since this is our very first activity, like with the rock.
She's like, do you want me in it, or do you want just you three?
Well, it's a very old camera, so you know what we'll do is you take a picture of us in front of it, and then we'll take a picture of you in front of it, so I can put it together later. It's such an old camera.
Yes, just Photoshop the counselor in.
That's
sure.
right. We're just gonna move her straight into the picture later.
Alrighty then, so... And she's just like, I can just use my phone, and I actually have a timer.
So... Let's do all of it, just in case.
Alright. In that case, I can send... Well, when we have Wi-Fi in the Wi-Fi room later, I guess I can send this to you. So, for now, she just sets up her phone in a nearby tree to go off in like 10 seconds as she hurries over best she can, so everybody is just in front of the rock going, say cheese.
Cabin bear. And
fancy cheese.
She'll probably also take a couple of pictures of, like, because they're a little higher up, is what I'm thinking now, right?
Yeah.
That she'll probably take some photos just around, for orientation purposes for later when she finishes up the bigger for us map.
Yes, and I would like you to actually roll mind for me, and I'm going to bump the difficulty of this up to 15.
Okay, everybody or just Lily?
Just Lily. You're the one who's making the map. You're taking extra pictures and stuff,
yep.
So...
Alright, let's do the way. Ooh, you know what? That is a 1 and a 3. I'm gonna use my mulligan attribute, and I'm gonna re-roll that.
Go ahead.
I actually have
Also, if you have... Seeing as I explained what's going on, for the audience, I'm also allowing if you have a better attribute, like your mind stat isn't too great, but your soul is better. If you can explain how your soul would be relevant in this situation, you can explain how you would be able to roll soul instead, and I can say, all right, roll soul instead.
So now I rolled a 6 and a 2, and I have 2 levels and mulligans. And if I understand right, if I have 2 levels and mulligan, that means I can re-roll my stuff 4 times? Like, it's double the level, isn't it?
I will double check on that.
Just double checking, because that's what I'm thinking. I don't want to do it. But I'm explaining this with her being so easily distracted and impulsive. That means that, she'll do something, and then it will be like, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, and do it again. So, that's a 6 and a 2 plus mind. That is a 14. Do I add my art talent to that?
Yeah, I would also add art to it, because in this case you're looking for, like, you notice something a little... Well, I'm asking you to see if you notice something a little weird in your pictures. So
that would be a 16
artsy,
then.
Alright, and yes, so it says the player can re-roll their character's undesirable dice rolls with a number of times each gaming session equal to twice the mulligan attribute level. So, good. Yes, right. If you have 2 points in mulligan, that gives you 4 mulligans to work with for the entire session.
Alright, so I used one of them. I gotta keep track of that. And probably not with something that I can eat. I'll keep track of that, so I don't overroll the mulligan. But yeah, my total then is a 16.
So with a 16, you, after a moment of looking through your photos, you realize, hey, there's a weird shadow, like some kind of animal, like behind the rock that you didn't originally notice when you were just staring at it, but it's like there's a shadow behind the rock that looks a little weird and suspicious. Okay.
And she's like, But she doesn't want to say anything in front of Catherine. But she'll make a little note in her notebook to mention it to Annie and Penny later.
Yes, so with your map complete, you basically now have the task of following it back to the place where you started as a test to see how well your map making skills really are. So, and Katie's just like, all right, girls, lead the way back. I'm trusting you to you made the map, now show me how it is. And she just sort of points down to the bottom of the mountain. Oh wait, I forgot. It's at that moment that she's like, oh, right, I forgot. While you're here, usually when we have campers come up the mountain, this rock here is part of the meteor shower that happened 60 years ago now, and it's said that if you can find a piece of meteorite and you make it into a friendship bracelet, you will be friends for life. So there aren't too many meteor rocks left because, again, it's been 60 years, so good luck finding some. Then she's just like, have at it. I'll give you a little time to go mucking through the dirt for meteor rocks. You'll know them when you see them because they're a noticeably different color. They're like a lightish gray color, but I think a lot of them have been trampled into the dirt over the years, so you might need to dig a little bit. I would like everybody to roll, let's see, I feel like this would be, seeing as you're mucking around in the dirt, this would be a body task, but if anybody can argue for a different attribute, I'm listening.
So I'm gonna go ahead and make this argument, and this might just be a sort of flat thing that applies from here forward, if you're down with it. Annie has a really, really, really bad body score. However, this is a thing that she really likes doing. Like, this is one of her favorite reasons that she's out here. So I think she should be able to use her soul when we are, like, out hiking and doing survivalist stuff.
So, yes, so because you have a particular interest in nature and you're more attentive to these kinds of things, you sort of ignore your body's signs to say, hey, this is a little too much, and sure, let's roll soul instead.
Yeah. She still takes some periodic breaks, but she's able to push through it a little easier than she might otherwise be able to.
Alrighty. So, I'm just gonna put this at a normal difficulty level of 12, because even though Katie did say that they've been trampled in stuff, given enough time, you would be able to hopefully find something. So, you did make it up here with good timing, and this is part of the reason why you were given an hour and a half to begin with, because at this point, there's probably been campers over the years who have been complaining about the lack of rocks, and so they started giving more time to give campers the ability to go through and find the rocks, so that's why you have an hour and a half and not an hour. So dig away.
I would like to make the case for Lily using soul, because she would be distracted and just bouncing around. So soul would mean it would be on luck if she finds something or not. She's not gonna be super organized about it. She's just bouncing around and seeing if she can, pick up a rock that's the right rock.
Okay then, so is your soul score lower than your body score?
No.
Is what I'm hearing, or
no? My soul score is higher, so she would definitely more depend on luck than on actual doing the work.
All right, so you're just going off of being lucky to find something.
Yeah, just
easier.
just vibes, bouncing from one thing that catches her interest to the next, and then just checking for rocks while she's doing that.
Okie dokie then. So I'm gonna say, yeah, sure, roll soul instead. So.
Yeah, no, that's a 3. I'm gonna use another mulligan. Nope, other one. All right, that's
2 mulligans on this.
yes.
Okay.
I have 2 more left. That's a 14 together. So 7 on the
right.
die and a 7 soul.
I fall down the hill. I rolled 2 ones.
Oh no!
Oh no!
You got
Hey,
snake eyes.
I rolled a 10.
Oh dear.
I also don't think I have any mulligans. I don't think that's
No,
an
that was
attribute
an
I have.
attribute that I picked because I had to spend some
Gotcha.
points at the end, and it made sense that her bouncing around would give her extra chances because she forgot that she already did it.
That's
Totally,
fair.
yeah.
I dig it. So, unfortunately, who got the snake eyes? Okay, so Penny is going around looking through the dirt and not realizing that she got a little too close to the edge. She loses her footing and she rolls down the hill, and I don't know how relevant it's going to be for this session, but you would take 1 point of damage from that. Because you got roughed up on the way down.
We'll probably bandage and band-aid it, but fluff.
Alright. But in your doing so, you did also kick up a bunch of rocks and dirt, and just happened to also a piece of the meteorite stone rolled down the hill with you, so. So yeah, with a 15 though, or was it 15 or 16? I forget.
14.
With a passing 14, yeah, with a passing score, you manage to find one very quickly, and then Penny's little mishap happens, and you're able to quickly get to her side, whereas with a not passing score, it takes a considerably longer to find one in the dirt, because I do want you all to actually find these rocks in the dirt. It was a matter of, oh, I find it quickly, or, oh, I take a little bit longer. I was not expecting a snake eyes result and somebody rolling down the hill, though.
Annie also rolled poorly, and is it starting to like get later? Like, is our time starting to draw to a close?
Yeah, you can see Katie's pulled out her phone and she's looking at it like, guys, we don't have all day.
Hey, Penny?
Yeah?
So I don't think we're gonna find the other two up here. Do you think maybe, since we've got our map and everything, do you think maybe we come back later and find them?
She said we could just wander around. May as well.
Yeah, we can sneak back up here later tonight.
I think I got a pretty big one, so we could probably make beats out of them.
Oh, that would be cool.
Now she's like putting band-aids on like Penny probably. I love arts and crafts. It's my favorite.
You hear Katie say, come on, we need to get back. The bonfire's gonna be starting pretty shortly.
Okay. We'll be right there.
You guys are aware there is a welcome bonfire tonight, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget. The bonfire is always the most exciting part of opening
Do you
day.
think we're gonna make s'mores or that funny bread that you like, the dough that you wrap around a stick?
We could do both
s'mores
of
sound
those.
good. All right.
Very cool.
Penny stops laying on the ground and gets up.
Alrighty then, so using your expertly crafted map from before, you make your way through the woods with little difficulty, and you make it back in time to get ready for the bonfire. There's a little bit of time before it actually begins, so if you had arrived later, you would not have time to change out of your hiking outfits and just into something more casual for the bonfire. But seeing as you have a little more time due to your expertly crafted map, you get there with time to spare. So are you going to actually change into anything different, or do you just want to do a quick freshening up?
Penny is definitely gonna wet wipes clean up after eating half a cliff. And change into something clean, or at least get these as clean as she can.
Lily is probably finally gonna, do the little washing of the bandana since she left it before. When she walks back in, she's like, oh, yeah, I was supposed to. Oops.
And Katie just rolls her eyes. It's like, I wasn't going to say anything, but yep, you have not been wearing it this whole time. And as for... So everybody's just ready for the bonfire now then?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so Katie leads you out to what you can already tell is a small fire that's starting to build. Like, all the adults are helping out with loading things onto the fire so that it can get to be nice and big. Right now, it's just like an average fire pit kind of fire that's starting to get a little bit bigger, but in no time, it should surely get to a point where you will be able to actually call it a bonfire.
I think Annie is probably, if it's taking time, helping out with getting the fire lit.
Is there anything in particular you want to do to help? Do you want to just, see if you can find something to fan the flames, or do you want to toss things onto the fire, or what are you doing to help?
Yeah, I like looking for something to fan the flames.
Alright, roll a mind to find something nearby that might be able to help.
Sure. Well, that's a 9, so that's not gonna do it.
So, it is, at this point, pretty dark. The sun has gone down considerably. Not to the point where you can't see your hand in front of your face, but if you're looking for something you're not quite sure what you're actually searching for, it's gonna be hard to find it. So in doing so, you're looking around and no, you don't find anything that's able to help with the building of the bonfire. Anybody else want to take a crack?
No, Penny's talking to boys.
Just chatting up the boys. Okay. Just
I'm guessing
breaking the ice,
Lily
or...
is like looking at like outdoor manuals or something like that, like survival for dummies or something. Speed reading her way through it.
Yes. My favorite thing to do is between the flickers of flames try to read.
Yes. She probably has a clip-on light, a battery-powered clip-on light or something like that. Something that you would get at one of these as-on-TV corners somewhere in the store.
You have some people staring at you like you have 3 heads, like, why does she get to have a little clip-on light? I thought we were supposed to be roughing it out here, kind of deal.
Because nobody had told her to put it away yet, that's why.
Alrighty, so after some time... the bonfire finally roars to life, and you guys all have to take a big step back, or otherwise this massive flame is going to probably melt your faces. So it is at this moment that the head counselor comes out again with his little megaphone.
You might want to get that checked.
Hello, campers. That's alright. I already know I've got a lung condition. Not quite sure what the lung condition is yet, but I'm just hoping it's not pneumonia. Anyway. Welcome, campers, to the 60th anniversary bonfire for Camp Starry Knights. Give it up for camping for our 60th season. And everybody's like clapping and cheering. It's like, now, in all these 60 years that this camp has been around, my grandfather, who was the one who founded the camp, was the one who wanted this experience to be one of bonding and friendship and making connections with people. That is why we make friends and we keep these friends for a good long time. And I invite all of our campers this year to go out there, have fun, make friends, and bring these memories with you to whatever else you end up doing in your lives. And it is at this point when the sky just suddenly lights up green, just unexpectedly, and he's like, oh dear, what was that? He just interrupts himself as he's looking around. What would we roll here to try to figure out where that green glow came from? I'd say probably, you know what, I'll have you argue with me for which stat you would want to roll. Anybody have
To
suggestions,
figure out
or?
what's going on with the glow?
Yes.
I mean, the obvious one seems to me to be, like, mind. We might be able to use soul if there's, like, magical girl stuff going on, but, like...
Oh yeah, it's definitely magical.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know if that's something that, like... I don't know if Annie would be able to be, like, have a soul reaction to this without you calling on it as some sort of, like, not explicitly, like a reaction type thing.
Alright, that's fair enough. I would say mind, so in that case, whoever wants to roll mind to try to figure out, hey, where is this weird green glow coming from?
Yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot.
That's 6 on the dice. 12.
I did get a 13.
Okay, so that sounds like all of you passed. So after looking around for a second, you realize straight up there is what looks like a green comet streaking through the sky. And tracking the trail, you can see that it seems like it's and sure enough, as you watch it for like another minute, it comes streaking down out of the sky, and yet again this entire sky lights up green. Like, it blots out the bonfire and everything, and you guys are like right next to the bonfire. Just everything goes green for a second. Oh dear goodness. Everybody go back to your cabins, please. We need to investigate what just happened. I'm sorry, but we're calling off the bonfire. Maybe we'll stoke another one tomorrow or something, but please, we need to investigate what just happened. Everybody back to your cabins. Counselors, please direct your campers back to their cabins immediately.
Hey there, fellow campers. We all had fun here today, but remember that violence should only be used to solve your problems as a last resort. But, you know, if you want to continue seeing us solve our problems with violence, consider supporting our show by going to the Bard Rock Network Patreon or Ko-Fi, linked in the show notes, to become a patron today. Did you know that boosters get their own area on the network Discord server, and we make annual crossover content exclusively for them? Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Until we meet again.